Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. We got this little project this afternoon. I'm hoping it won't take too long. But, we've been down there and working on the pond project with trying to keep the water pumped out with a little 2-inch pump. Well, marketplace has struck again, so to speak. And, I run across a pretty good deal on a little bit bigger pump. A 3-inch. So, guy said it don't run. Said he worked on the carburetor. That didn't help. Said he thought it might need a spark plug. So we're gonna go through and see if we can't figure out what's wrong with it. We got suction line and discharge hose both. But we're gonna tinker with it and see if we can figure out what's going on with it. Should be a pretty good one. I mean, it's a Honda, so can't go wrong with a Honda. Yeah, I think we're gonna give this thing a couple pulls just to see what it'll do before I go tearing into it. Alright, got it on. It's got gas. I don't know how good of gas though, because he said it's been sitting for like 2 years, so we'll just have to see, I guess. Alright, so the kill switch is on. I'll check the oil. Got plenty of oil. Plenty of oil. Actually, too much oil because it's running out. It's sitting flat and got oil running out of it. Either way, it's got oil. He said he thought it needed a spark plug. I'm figuring it's probably the carburetor. We'll just see what it'll do. Alright, so nothing there. We'll check to see if she's firing. These little lights. It's pretty nice. I get shocked a whole lot less using them. Alright, yeah, if y'all can see that. Definitely firing. So we will pull the plug out, make sure we're getting fire there. Make sure it's sparking like it's supposed to. I'm gonna assume probably yes. And we got a fuel delivery issue. Definitely has compression, so we're not worried about nothing there. Spark plug looks pretty good, so we'll just check it and see what kind of fire she's getting. Oh yeah, it's firing. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It's definitely firing. Let's see. Yeah, there's spark plug put back in. We don't got problems there, I don't think. Unless it just ain't firing hot enough. But I think we're all right. And all we have is a fuel delivery issue. So we'll pull the carburetor off there. Let's see what it looks like. That would be nice if I get my hands down in there. I'm not kidding if I take all this off, because I gotta take it off anyway. Air filter looks good. I don't think this thing's got very many hours on it at all. Air filter and everything looks good, so nice and clean. So next we'll go to the carburetor. Doggone skeeters, man. Sorry, I keep saying that too. Eating me alive. Bunch of them. Nope. Well, how is that supposed to work? You gotta take the motor all the way off this thing just to pull the carburetor off? Holy moly. Quick and simple job just turned into a lot more aggravating. You really gotta pull the whole, move the whole motor over just to pull the carburetor off. Ain't that some crap? Bet you I can spin it now. Oh yeah. We don't gotta take it all the way out, just 90% of the way. Get this, we can drain that. That gas is probably bad. It's been in there. He said too. Oh yeah. Oh, it smells terrible. I think we've found the problem. We just got carburetor issues. Put in there, catch up gas. Go ahead and get this unhooked. And we can disconnect the gas line and let it drain. Yep, that smells pretty bad. I don't know how much is in there either. I bet it won't fill that up. So let's pull the bowl off the carburetor. Try to clean the pan up a little bit before we use it for a carburetor. What? Looks just like the other one, just got a bigger pump on it. Take this bowl out. Oh yeah, look, see how discolored it is? Kind of green, orange looking.
Yeah.
Bad gas. Oh yeah. Man, it smells. Oh yeah. Yummy. There you go. Get you a shot of that. There's our problem, guys. All that chunkage just came out of the carburetor there. So should be a fairly easy fix. We'll pull the needle out of here. It's pretty corroded, so my pliers go.
Pumped up once going?
Yep. The tip of the needle looks alright. Pull her jet out. Come on. I hate trying to get these out. Most of the time they won't come out. And I think it's going to be one of those that don't want to. Yep. Ain't going to move, so we may just hit it with some carburetor cleaner and hope for the best. Man, our tubs are getting full. Grab that and pinch that hose right there so it don't leak no more. Pinch it, yep. Alright, now you can let it loose. Just give that a little shot there. Ooh. I've had a problem before. This little fuel shut-off valve, I had it to where it somehow gets stopped up. But this one's clear. I have had them get stopped up before. Our jet was completely clogged up. We got it opened up though. We gotta get our bowl cleaned out. It's full of junk. The guy told me he cleaned the carburetor, but in a way I kind of believe he did because none of the bolts holding the motor on the cage are the same. But somebody's definitely had it out of there before. But this carburetor is a long ways from being clean. He may have cleaned it and then it's just sat for a long time and got gummed up again. That might be what the case is. Either way, I think I'm going to get this thing cleaned out because it's going to run like a new one. Man, that stuff is like caked on there. I don't got no sonic cleaner or nothing like that. That'd probably be the ideal thing for this right here. I don't got one. I got a screwdriver and I got some brake parts cleaner. And it's just gonna have to work. One of these days I'm gonna get me a sonic cleaner just for doing stuff like this. Woo, brake parts cleaner right now, eyeball don't feel good. Even more reason to get me a sonic cleaner so I ain't gotta worry about that. Cleaned up pretty good. Well, it's better than what it was. A whole lot better than what it was. If I was just on gas pills, I might have rubbed it on my legs so these skeeters would quit biting me. We got it a whole lot cleaner. We're going to stick it back on there and see what it does now. I hate how they've started doing this plastic floats and plastic needles. It ain't got no fuel in it, so it's alright, I guess. Tip of the needle looks good. Still got some junk on the float. I'm gonna go hit it with the air compressor. Alright, I got that cleaned up. Put back together there. But yeah, I don't like these. Like used to, all this, like these little arms here were all metal. Your needle was metal. Back in the day, even the floats was hit metal. Those are okay plastic, but I feel like the needle should still be metal. So floats are working like they're supposed to. Don't know if the needle's working like it's supposed to, but we will see. We'll get it all put back together and stick it back on there. Alright, so we're ready to go back on with the carburetor now. Still got the gasket on there. We got all the old gas out. Let's just look down in the tank here just to see. Make sure there ain't no trash in there. No, it all looks pretty good. Ain't rusted or nothing, so that's a big plus. So, we'll just go get everything put back together. You probably can't see much, but I'm just putting the nuts and washers on these bolts here. I don't know, buddy. We got them all back tight. A little bit of rust, but that's pretty normal. We'll get some fresh gas put in it, and we'll see what she does. I ain't gonna put much in there. I want to make sure it's gonna run before I put a whole bunch of gas in there. That ought to do it. Alright, let's see what she does now. again, we're gonna pull the carburetor back off this thing. Go through it one more time, check, see if we missed anything, because it still will only run on full choke. It won't run when you take it off choke. So we're gonna look and see if we missed something. Actually, I'm gonna crank it up first just to see. Yeah, see, as soon as you take it off choke, it won't run no more. Alright, let's pull this off just to see. Yeah, see, that's full choke right there. So I ain't crazy. I am looking at it right, full choke. And that's the only way it'll run. So we still have a fuel delivery issue. So we'll go ahead, pull the gas line off, get it clamped off so it won't leak. Just like that. Yeah, we can pull the whole thing off there. Alright, there's the carburetor. Get us our carburetor pan here. I don't think it's, oh, all that stuff that came out of that carburetor the other day is still in my pan. I'll drain our gas out now, so we're just dumping it everywhere. That gas smells a whole lot better than that other gas did that we drained down there. Alright, let's see what we missed. It's probably going to be that jet still a little bit clogged up, but I can't take it out. It's froze in there, and I done stripped the shoulders off trying to take it out. So we're going to try, well, we're just going to try running that up in there, but there ain't nothing in there. What happened to it? It's pretty clear all the way through, so I don't think that's going to be the problem. Let's pull the needle back out of there. I don't think it'll be a problem either, but then we'll hit it with some compressed air. This may be one of those just buy a new carburetor and replace it kind of deals. I'm not seeing anything wrong with this carburetor, yet it still don't want to do right. So I wonder if I know you're not going to be able to see them, but it's got 4 tiny little holes. I think that's for the idle circuit. I wonder, right, I know y'all can't see them. I don't got a good light to be able to try to show you either. Cut that off. All right, let's see if y'all can see those. Right there, there's 4 tiny little holes, and I have had those get clogged up before and cause one not to run. So we're gonna take, I don't even know if the smallest one I got will fit in there, but we're gonna try it. And we'll just, the way I do it, I just bend a little 90 with it. And then you can poke it in there. And poke it in them little holes just like that. Then we'll hit it with a quick shot of cleaner. Put my safety glasses on. That sucks getting that in the eyes. Safety first, fellers. Hit that again. I'm spraying just like it's supposed to. All right, I think that's all we can do to that carburetor. If that still don't work, then I'll just be ordering a new one. All right, let's see what she'll do. Got it on choke. Gas is on, got it on choke. There we go. I'm thinking, this thing's like, it's over full of oil. So I'm kind of wondering if the old gas wasn't running in there or something. Because I mean, when you open this, it starts pouring out. And it's real runny. Man, that was really tight for some reason. Well, doggone it. And crack open the fill plug and I'll use the drain a little better. Alright, we'll get all that old oil drained out of there. We'll tilt her over just to get the last few drops out of there. That should be good enough. It's about halfway up the dipstick. Alrighty. All done there. Nice easy oil change. So now we'll get it put back in there. I ain't gonna bore y'all with none of that. We'll get it put back in the cage off camera, and then we'll go see if she'll pump. And I'll bring you back once we get it down there. All right. We're gonna see if she'll fire up and pump. Get the switch on, choke on, fuel on. Give her some gas and let her run. I need another clamp right there. Well, crap. What the heck's wrong with it? House to find out why the heck it ain't pumping. Alright, so let's see if we can't figure out what's going on with this pump. And get her drained out. I don't know why it wouldn't be working. Is it because it's not smooth? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's rusted, but does that make any difference for it to be rusted? Everything's smoothed out now. Got all the major rust off of it. Go try it again. Alright, we're gonna get her primed back up. See what it'll do this time. Yeah, should grab the funnel or something. Good thing it's just water, not gas we're wasting. Give her a choke. folks. Don't know what's wrong with it. So I did just fine. I pulled the impeller back off. This right here was not in there right. I don't know if that's gonna make that much of a difference or not. It wasn't like in that little grommet there just right. And I'm sure that's got to be some kind of sealing surface so that you get the suction you need to get that water pulled up. So I never even had one of these apart, so I don't know exactly how they function or what would cause them not to function, either one. This is spring loaded here, so it's some kind of seal it's got going on. Alright, we're gonna try it one more time. Alright, so we're back again. The pump still ain't working, and I think it is this seal right here that's causing us issues. It's a mechanical seal. It's like spring loaded. And I think, not 100% sure, but I think that's what's causing the problem. Only 12 bucks, so I'm gonna take my chances and spend 12 bucks on one. I gotta take it out and measure it and make sure it is the right one though. But this right here, it's just a spring loaded seal is all it is. And it's supposed to ride against that little porcelain face. Man, I thought that was gonna come out of there a little easier than that. Boom. I don't know. I just don't see that being a problem because it feels like it's working. I mean, it's springing, but we don't know how good of a seal it's making against this thing, so. But we'll get some measurements off of it, make sure we're ordering the right thing. Alright, we got this thing out. I don't know exactly what it's called. I think it starts with a V, like a volute or something like that. It's pretty rusted on the back. I don't think that should really be a problem, but we're going to clean it up. First, we're going to try to get it's got an O-ring on it. We're going to try to get it off so we don't tear it up. I don't know. What y'all think? Y'all think this pump's just shot and just need to buy a new one? So I ain't never messed with them a whole lot. Every one I've ever had used, it just worked. It didn't. Just worked. And you know, that 2-inch pump I got, it looked just like this. When I took it apart, it was all rusted up. You know, I got it and I just took it apart just to check on things, and it looked just like this. Everything was rusted. So I don't understand. Why this one is just choosing not to work. We're gonna give it every chance we can. I mean, I don't think this is gonna make any difference here, but we're gonna try it either way. I don't know, we may be down to just buying a new pump to put on this motor. We're gonna throw the seal at it first though, just to check and see. We're gonna pull this pump back apart. Still having problems. It don't want to build up no suction. So we're gonna take it back apart and see if we can't figure out why. I think I know why. Not 100% positive, but wasn't expecting any of those to be tight, so we've had them all out. What the? That's crazy. Either way, we'll get them out. I really wasn't expecting them to be tight. Let's take this off and make sure that seal's good there. I believe it was. I remember taking it off before. I believe it was fine. So yeah, shouldn't be no problems there. It still looks good. Yep. No problems there. So everything looks good. The housing's not cracked or anything like that. Not that I've seen anyways. So just to be on the safe side, we are going to put a little sealant. This seal it looks fine everywhere where it would be in contact with this, but out here on the edges, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it is a little dry rotted. So we're going to put some silicone on there. Don't go too tight on that. Just aluminum. Or aluminium, as some of you folks may call it. So another thing I'm wondering, maybe y'all can tell me. See this is war right here? I mean, you can feel it. Would that cause me problems? I'm not getting no suction. I mean, you won't be able to see it probably, but you can feel it pretty good. And that's where this thing sits against it. That's kind of got me wondering if maybe that might be a problem. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think about that. I got a 2-inch pump too, and I don't remember seeing any kind of grooves on this plate here. You know, because that's supposed to hold tight against this, sealing this up here. But, I mean, if it's got wear, that's going to let that move a pretty good bit, I would think. It's got an O-ring on there. I think what I'm going to try, before I go ordering anything, we're going to get our measurements that we need off of this. But then we're going to put it all back together. And I'm just going to try to put some sealant around this and some sealant right here in this groove and see if that's a problem. And it could very well be that it's not got a good enough seal to have any kind of suction there. I don't know, because I'm not a pump specialist or nothing, but just a theory, I guess. Because honestly, to me, it doesn't look like anything is wrong with this seal. Spring's good, everything seems good there. They're not expensive, but I'd rather this thing just be fixed without me having to spend any money on it. So I've done rebuilt, or well, I say rebuilt, I've done cleaned the carburetor. It wasn't even the fact that it needed to be rebuilt, it just needed to be cleaned out. Alright, that's back in there. So we can put that back on. We are going to seal the threads on these bolts this time, though. We may even put, I think we'll even put a little sealant in there on that. Or maybe we'll put sealant here. That'd probably be better just to put sealant there, then I ain't gonna do all the rest. Yeah, I'll just put some sealant right here. Just like that. All right. So let's put some sealant right here on this. We'll go right around this right here. And no, I don't know that this will fix anything, but I figured it was worth a shot before just ordering some parts. And the next thing, we gotta have the impeller. There it is. A little worried there. I don't know where the rest of the seal had went. We'll take our key stock and put it in there first, and then put our seal in. Let me do this so that'll stay in there a little better. Let's put a little bit of that on there. All I did was put a little sealant on the piece of key stock just to hold it in there. And we'll put that part of the seal back in. Then we can put the impeller on. See? The spring and everything works on that. We'll seal these threads here. Now we're going to take and run just a small bead right around this thing. Just like that. I'm going to put this back on there too. Now, let's put a little bit around this one also, since we're doing it. Just go all out. All right, let's let the Permatex set up. We'll go test our luck there. Well, today's the day. We're gonna find out if we turn this non-pumper into a pumper. Let's hope we did. Well, it ain't looking good. Let me go get some more water. We might just need some more water to prime it up some more. All right, we got some water in it. Now let's go. Ain't good. Oh, is she gonna pump? Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We got to do some more work on that carburetor, but it's pumping, so. So that concludes this video. If y'all fun with me this long, I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss no future content, and we'll see you on the next one.